Hello and welcome to the number 2 podcast of the XFDA Pro.com. I'm Gunbelt, this is Pixie Quick, and this is Brad the Quick. So today we thought we'd bring a special guest on. He's special to us. Very fast shooter. I've known him myself now for just over a year, and he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. What do you know about him, Pixie?
Well, he's a great shooter. When he first came on, him and I were kind of running together, but then he excelled like that. He went beyond me, so it was amazing to see him grow like he did.
Right. What do you know about him?
Well,
Brad?
I know one thing. He called me out of the blue, and he goes, "Hey, I want to come out. I just live, about 8 minutes from your house. I looked y'all up." He goes, "DFW Gunslingers, I would like to come out." He goes, "My dad shoots out of California. His dad is Turd Herder. Y'all all know Turd Herder out of California, the Mud Creek Gunslingers." Anyways, he came out the first time, and the first time the guy came out, to my amazement, he shot a 3.63. I knew then this guy's got something. He's going to be fast. So, let's introduce our guest, Perk.
Come on, Perk!
Hey guys!
There he is. There he is.
Hey. Oh, you can't see my head.
Take a seat, Perk.
How's it going, guys and gals?
Doing good.
Tell us a bit about your shooting and how you've been progressing and what you've been doing.
Just I'm blessed that I live so close to Brad here and Pixie. So, just going to their house practicing. Brad taught me from the very beginning that you need to figure out your fastest draw and then figure out how to hit the target with it. Best advice I think anyone could have given me, or y'all should take yourself. If you want to be a fast shooter, find your fastest draw and then figure out how to hit the target.
So how long have you known Perk and how do you feel shooting against him?
How long have we known each other? When did you come in?
2.5
About
years.
2.5 years?
Time runs together as you get older, so I think I've been shooting 2.5 years.
About that.
So
The guy shoots 320s left-handed.
He's amazing.
How about the old beard, Perk? That don't get in the way, does it?
It gets dirty sometimes, but COVID, I just worked from home, grew a beard, and everyone seemed okay with it. So
Well, it's definitely a beard, I can tell you
it
that.
hides my double chins. So.
What gun are you using at the moment, Perk?
I use a Ruger Nuvacero. It's actually the only gun I've ever drawn out of the holster. It's a real rugged gun for how hard I draw, and I've never had any problems with it. Tuned by Rawhide. I think one of the best gunsmiths in the game. Never had any problems with it.
He's our registered gunsmith, Rawhide. He
Yep.
does all our guns, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Does a
all for
good
all of
job.
XFDA.
Yeah.
He's really good.
So, are you going to the state and nationals next weekend?
I am. I'm excited about it. It's my first real shoot back since having shoulder surgery, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't have to drive 6 hours like we normally do to get to shoot.
So, we was talking about this earlier on about Perk shooting left-handed and right-handed.
Oh, yeah. So how were you able to switch that up and make it work?
It's kind of a funny story, I didn't want, when I had shoulder surgery, a couple people said, hey, shoot left-handed. I didn't want to do it because I was worried about it hurting my right shoulder, but I was at Brad's house one night and put one of his guns in my pocket and drew a couple times left-handed. And I told Brad, I was like, man, I think I could hit in the low 4s. And he said I was crazy. And then drew a couple more times out of my pocket and was like, I guarantee I'll hit 3s. And I don't know, it just felt good. I just shot fast left-handed.
And then one day you were out there at the range and you were like, "Hey, Rawhide," or anybody got a left-handed holster?
That's
Rawhide
right.
had one. He had a tin can jack.
He had a brand
using,
new one.
and Perk was doing pretty good out of it, man.
Rawhide let me use his brand new tin can jack holster. Hadn't even had a shot in it, and I think the second time I drew out of it, I shot in the holster. So, Rawhide, I'm sorry. Tin can, I need you to make me another holster so I can buy Rawhide. Trade it. I want the one that I beat to crap and give him another new one.
Left-handed holster.
Left-handed holster.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I enjoy shooting up against you, Perk. It's always fun.
Thank you.
But I'm definitely amazed how you can shoot left-handed or right-handed. I wouldn't even attempt it myself. If I hurt my shoulder on the right, I say I'm out until I'm better.
I remember a while back here, about a month ago, Perk is like, hey, Brad, I'm coming out to your house. I think my right shoulder's healing up a little bit. I'm gonna practice a little bit. Come on out and shoot with me. So I went out there. I'm telling you, that day, Perk was outrunning me with 2.8s, 2.7s. I mean, he was flying. I think he hit a 2.5 something and backed it up that day at practice. So he is back in the groove. And XFDA, watch out, because he's coming.
Explain to people what I was seeing today when we were shooting, when you was freezing. What was all that about with you? Because I see that several times.
You know, Brad also freezes, no, I'll blame it on him, but, you know, maybe it's, be honest with you guys, I don't practice enough, and Brad doesn't either. We practice 1 day a week. That's the reason why we freeze on those fast lights. So if you want to be competitive, and we're, you know, relatively fast shooters, I guess, but if you want to be competitive, you got to practice. It's not just about speed. It's practice.
We need to start practicing.
We do.
We do.
We say we're going to practice.
We're lazy.
Yeah, we're lazy.
We're just lazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I try to practice as much as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the range out there, so I'd like to do it at least once a day, but normally it's every other day. But I try to practice as much as I can. And I see a bit of slip cocking going on today as well.
Yeah, slip cocking, that's just a timing thing, I think, because I got rid of the slip cocking. I used to slip cock a lot, so I got rid of that about a year ago. And I think my timing's just a little off because I haven't been practicing or shooting at all.
He had a sink.
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, I think today we had our practice shoot, and I was seated in sixth and shot all the way back to first, so I figured it out towards the end. But yeah, really looking forward to state and nationals right here at the Gunbelt Ridge.
It's going to be a good shoot.
And we're going to do a podcast from there, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Who are we going to have on next week?
We are going to have, we're going to do 2 podcasts next
Right.
week. One, we're going to have the world record holder for the women, Honey Badger. And then second, we're going to have the original founder of XFDA,
Yeah.
Kid Curry, on.
It's gonna be a
That's
good
gonna
one.
be
That'll
fun.
be a
It
good
will
one.
be.
That's gonna be
Yes.
fun.
Mhm.
Did we ever ask you how you got into the sport of fast draw?
Well-
And you have family in it as well, right?
I do. My dad and stepmom, so Turd Herder and Honey Buckets. You know, as Brad said earlier, they shoot out of California. He had been shooting for like a year or so, and the closest club that we had seen to me, to my house, was like 5 hours away. And then, you know, I guess I wasn't searching correctly. And about 2 years later, I found Brad's place and yeah, started shooting. I was real excited. I mean, I do a lot of hobbies. I play softball, I bass fish. I've got an 8-year-old son and a beautiful, loving, supporting wife that allows me to do all this stuff. So I had a lot on my plate, so I really wasn't too eager to try something new. But once I actually went to Brad and Pixie's house, and I mean, they were so welcoming, and just the people that shoot this sport were just so amazing. I mean, it was real easy for me to actually stop fishing and kind of play softball a lot less and have fast draw be the #1 priority, other than my kid and wife, obviously, because of the people. Like, I feel like it makes me a better person being around good people. I feel like it makes me a better father, a better husband, like, just better all around human being to be around such great people. So it's really the only
XFDA's
reason.
full of it.
That's
Good
true.
people.
It's the only reason I still do this sport. Normally I do things for 1 or 2 years and move on, but it's the people. The people are fantastic. So I don't care if you think you're going to be a 2 or 3 shooter or an 8 shooter. Come out and just hang out with the people. It's awesome.
Well, let's have a conversation. We've spoke about this before. These fast shooters, they miss a lot.
Yes,
A lot.
You'll get slow shooters that will beat the fast shooters.
Right.
that is
So,
true.
You know, it's the same as we've had the conversation about the women. The women are very, very fast.
Yes, the women are just as scary as the men.
Very
Yes.
fast.
We have KPIs that we got to stay under, and the faster you get, the harder it is to stay under. So we're just as easy to get beat the faster shooters than, you know, your 5 and 6 shooters can beat us any day.
Well, Perk, it's been a privilege having you here. I'm glad you come on the old podcast
Thank
here.
you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being here, and
Love shooting with you guys.
thank you.
It's a lot of fun.
Come check out
Yeah.
Texas State Thursday, Friday of next week, and then Nationals Saturday, Sunday here at the Gunbelt Range.
Yes.
You can go to
It's gonna be awesome.
XFDAPro.com, see what we do there, see all our shoots. So
And go check out the merch store. We got
Check
a
out
lot
the
of
merch
cool
store.
merchandise.
A lot of cool stuff. For the plus size gentlemen, there's some cool stuff, so go check it out.
Okay.
That'll work.
Well, it was good to see you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next weekend with another podcast from the state and nationals. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.